Hi everyone, it's Cheryl from the Lifestyle Digs, and today I'm here to talk a little bit about Western Match, and that's an online dating site. Specifically, Western Match is for people who want to date a cowboy or a cowgirl. So most of the people that are on there are interested in a country lifestyle, Western lifestyle, and they probably have horses, livestock, maybe already live on a farm or a ranch, or they want to do so. So that pretty much the gist of it. And it is also a membership. You pay for a membership on Western Match. I signed up on a special for 5 years membership, and it was $25. So that's pretty cheap for fees that online dating websites charge. Western Match also has a free option, but you don't get all the things that a paid membership would. Free option, they can look at the profile pictures. They can send out flirts. These are pre-written messages from Western Match, like "Howdy, ma'am," or "Do you want to go for a trail ride sometime?" So, kind of corny little flirts like that. But they cannot actually send a written message or read any messages. They would have to pay to do so. So, like many other online dating sites, Western Match does see its share of scammers. In fact, I'm probably contacted mainly by scammers, but I'm not going to fall for any of that. I've written some articles about how to spot an online dating scammer. So on Western Match, they're pretty easy to spot. They only have one profile picture, which is usually a dead giveaway, and it's not even a picture with a horse. Most of the people would have a picture of themselves with their horse or some sort of country thing. They're maybe standing beside their pickup truck or they're on their tractor. They're standing out in their field. So I've been contacted many times by scammers, and we can report them and get them removed from the site. Now, surefire sign is a scammer if they're pretending to be wherever, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Virginia, wherever they're pretending to be from. If they're sending out messages at 3 in the morning, well, when most people are still sleeping, and even cowboys are still asleep at 3 in the morning, and but that's about lunchtime in Nigeria or in other European countries that also have scammers. And I've been contacted by, they have the same stories. They just use the same profile, the same storyline that they use for other traditional online dating sites like POF, Plenty of Fish, or OkCupid. These guys, they're all widowed. Their wife usually died from cancer or maybe in a car crash. They always have a 12-year-old son, and they might also have an older daughter, an 18, 19-year-old daughter who's in school. And of course, she needs money for tuition or her school books or whatever. But they're everywhere, and when they contact you, first of all, you can look at their profile picture and you can just see it's a picture of a guy, no horse, though occasionally I do get the occasional scammer who does have a picture with a horse, maybe not the scammer and a horse, but just maybe a random photo of a horse they picked off the internet. So sometimes if they contact me, I'll contact them back and I say, "Hey, what breed of horse is that?" And I can tell. Right now, I'm dealing with a scammer who is he's from Pennsylvania. No, Pennsylvania, yes, and he's got a picture of himself or whoever's picture he stole from the internet, and he's got a picture of a Clydesdale horse. I can see quite very obviously it's a draft horse. It's a Clydesdale. And so he contacted me at like 3 in the morning, his time. He sent his message. So I'm like, haha, I'm dealing with a scammer. I know it. So then I get his sob story about how his wife died from cancer. And then right away he wants to get my phone number. He says, "Can your phone get text messages?" So I'm like, "Oh gee, my phone got shut off because I couldn't pay the bill." And then he sends me another message back, and he says, no, here's the other thing too. When he was telling me about the terrible death of his wife dying from breast cancer, and then I said, "Oh yeah, well, I'm a widow too. My husband was making Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and it got stuck in the toaster, so he used a knife to try to get the Pop-Tart out, and he got electrocuted. So haha, pretty tragic death. But the guy doesn't even say, "Oh, sorry to hear about that" or anything. He's just like, "Oh, well, because I said I can't get text because I got my phone cut off," and he says, "Well, who's your phone carrier and how much do you owe?" And it's like, well, I'm not trying to scam a scammer, so I did report him, but he can't even answer me the basic questions like what type of horse is that. And then I had another guy. He was from Seattle. Now Seattle, not exactly known as a mecca for cowboys, big city life. Now it's not too far of a reach that a guy might live in Seattle. Maybe he has a horse and he boards it outside town, and but this guy just mentions nothing at all in his profile about horses or how he enjoys a country western lifestyle, and that's also a pretty big clue. So anyway, he sends me a message and he makes a big point out of saying he's a gold member, which is the paid membership for 5 years for $25. And it's like, who says that? It's just, we can see who's a paid member or not. There's like a little golden horseshoe that's on everybody's profile if they're a paid member. But he makes a point out of saying that. But I sent him a message back, and I say, yeah, sorry, it doesn't look like we're a match. And I said, let me give you a little hint here. You have nothing in your profile about a country western lifestyle. You don't have a picture of your horse, and you might want to make these changes to your profile. So he sends me another message back, but I never read it. I deleted it unread. But I could read a little bit about it. And I can see the first few words anytime someone sends a message. And it says something like, "Do not judge me." And it's like, well, it's an online dating profile. Of course everybody's going to judge you. The first thing you get judged on is your photos. And then if you pass that test, people will look at and read your profile. But I'm just here to say that these online romance dating scammers, they're everywhere. They're even on niche dating sites, and they have the same story. They just copy and paste whatever their little spiel was on whatever OkCupid or POF, and then they put it onto another dating site. But when it's a niche dating site, especially for dating a cowboy or a cowgirl, you have to put a little bit more effort into your profile and make it look like you're a legitimate cowboy. And but these scammers don't get it. But they all have the same story. They're usually an engineer or a contractor. Their wife is usually they're widowed, and they just don't change their stories. And they think us cowgirls are stupid, I suppose. But anyway, I do have a link in the description here. I wrote an article, a profile of Western Match as a dating website. And I just want to say that I have never been scammed by an online scammer. No one's ever gotten my money or asked me to send anything. One of the ladies I did talk to on Western Match, she did say that I guess it was probably a Nigerian scammer. He wanted an iPhone, and he was pretty aggressive to her, and he was pretty angry when she wouldn't send him an iPhone. But they're everywhere, even on niche dating websites. So take a look at my article, and I also have links to that article, how you can spot an online dating scammer. And don't let yourself get caught. And out there, if there's any cowboys out there watching this, you can drop me a line. Okay, this is Cheryl from the Lifestyle Digs saying, stay safe if you're an online dater. Don't get caught up in these online romance scammers. They're only out to steal your heart and your money. Goodbye.